It's Richard here from Aussie Skier, and I am here with a long-term review of the Salomon Addict Pro 66. So last year here at the ski test in La Clusaz, I went out for a ski on the ski and really enjoyed it. If you saw the first video that we did a year ago, I was super enthusiastic about the ski, and then a couple of months later when the Australian winter rolled around, I decided to grab a pair as part of my personal fleet. You know, I've always got a narrow carver for those icy mornings in Australia, so I decided that the Addict was going to be it. And the reason why I chose it is that it was a slalom style ski. I really wanted that tight radius for the shorter runs in Australia, so you sort of get some bang for your buck. You can do a fair few turns on the short runs. But what I like about this ski is that the flex is a little bit less demanding than a full-on slalom race ski, something like, you know, the Atomic S9 that we stock. Sometimes I just find that's a little bit hard on the body, a little bit hard on my hips, and so the fact that the Addict is still it is a powerful ski that good skiers can really make the most of, but just doesn't have that extra bit of flex to really make your body hurt. Unique to this ski, the motion tail, you can see with the split tail, it just provides a bit of a forgiveness and doesn't buck you out of the turn. Now, the other thing that you can probably see with the Addict Pro is the multicolored sidewall, and while that does look cool and it's pretty sort of, striking out on the mountain, what's actually going on there is that's all made of recycled plastic. So Salomon is really trying to, with its environmental commitments, and skis are not very easy to make environmentally, but with this recycled plastic, it's actually all the offcuts of plastics from the factory floor. So instead of them going into waste like they might have in the past, now they're being combined, and Salomon are using them in sidewalls of skis, and they're using in the soles of some boots. So, it's really good to see the, a really visual representation of their environmental commitment as well. So I was super stoked with it. I skied on it more than I expected to. I didn't just ski on it on those icy mornings. I actually skied on it a lot. I skied it in all sorts of conditions. I skied it in the bumps, black runs, you name it, and just really enjoyed the fact that I had a precise, fast-turning ski, but something that you could still ski all over the mountain. So I knew it was a good ski because I'd skied it here at the ski test, but it actually really impressed me. Now, fast forward to the trip, what I usually do is, again, because I've got a lot of skis at my disposal, I'll look at the forecast the night before an overski ski trip, and, you can generally get a good idea of what the weather's going to be like for the next 10 days or so. And the forecast for this trip was a dump just before we arrived, and then 10 days or so. And the forecast for this trip was a dump just before we arrived, and then 10 days of clear weather. So I decided that a carving ski was probably the best option, and also because I was going to be skiing a lot with my kids on the groomers. So I grabbed the Addict, and I was absolutely stoked with it. So it was really good to open it up on the big, wide, long carvers that we get overseas. It was really good to put it through its paces on some, really nice corduroy, really nice long runs. And couldn't have been happier with the choice to bring it over here once we got past that sort of 10-day forecast period. A bit of snow came, and I wasn't really tempted to rent something fatter. There was sort of about 15 centimeters of snow, and I just skied on my Addicts. They were so much fun, really precise. The flex is just enough that you can ski it all over the mountain. You don't need to worry about your butt getting kicked at the end of the turn or being spat out of a mogul. A good skier can just ski this ski everywhere. It's not going to be the great choice for deep powder, but 10 or 15 centimeters was no worry at all. I am just really happy with it, and it's going to stay in my stable for the next little while.